Hello, this is Titanosaurus Productions, and welcome back to another episode of Cancelled Kaiju Film Friday, which I'm sorry for not doing this in forever, but, there's a lot of reasons why I haven't done it, but mostly just because I'm too lazy and I forget and all that stuff, but I'm doing it ahead of schedule this time around, so you'll get another episode, and of course, you will be getting more episodes in the future. So, today's the Return of King Ghidorah, by Shinichi Sekizawa. Proposed cast and characters, same as those in Godzilla vs. Gigan. Proposed monsters, Godzilla, Anguirus, Mothra, Gigan, King Ghidorah, and Megalon. Story, same as that of Godzilla vs. Gigan, with the inclusions of Mothra and Megalon. Now there are going to be a lot of pictures here of Godzilla, Varan, Rodan, King Ghidorah, Gigan, and some other unknown dragon-like monster. That is because the original version of the movie, the original idea is that Mogu is the name of the flying monster, but basically, there's a lot of misconceptions about this lost film. Read more about it in the Big Book of Japanese Giant Monster Movies, The Lost Films, which is by John LeMay, and I would really recommend checking it out. It's one of my favorite books. Not that I am promoting it or anything because I'm paid to, because I don't get paid to do stuff like that. I'm just saying it's a good book. And then there's another thing in here about Varan and Rodan's wings get clipped, why the fearsome twosome didn't appear in Godzilla vs. Gigan. So, it would have been fun to see Godzilla repaired, like there's a hyphen between re and paired, with old buddy Rodan, and in a first Varan. The two monsters were odd choices, financially speaking, for Shinichi Sekizawa's first draft choices. Her first draft of the Return of King Ghidorah. That being said, the old Rodan suit was actually still in fairly decent shape, as evidenced by a photo of the suit in 1972 that appeared in Monster Attack Team, issue number 10, in Roger Coach's article, A Visit to Toho Studios, 1972. In the photo, the only damage to the suit appears to be on the neck area, which could have been fixed. So why did Rodan get the axe? When one watches the finished Godzilla vs. Gigan, one will notice King Ghidorah has only a limited range of motion. As it was, Toho no longer had enough men in the effects department to properly operate the suit's 2 wings, 2 tails, and 3 heads. Ghidorah's new flight scenes were brought to life by a stiff model, while the livelier flying scenes were all stock footage. It's this author's opinion, not mine, the author writing this book, that Rodan, despite being more popular than Anguirus, was axed because he too would have required wireworks to fly. It's worth speculating that Tanaka, always keen to save a few pennies, perhaps wanted Rodan in the film because there was plenty of stock footage to pilfer of him battling King Ghidorah alongside Godzilla. Rodan unintentionally shows up in the finished film stock footage anyways, giving Godzilla vs. Gigan a sloppy feel at times. As to why Varan was included, is anyone's guess. For one, there was no working Varan suit, nor was there even stock footage of the monster to plunder. Perhaps as Varan 1958 was the first Toho monster movie ever written by Shinichi Sekizawa, he had a soft spot for the kaiju? Well, I guess we'll never know. But, yeah, it's not that interesting. It's basically Godzilla vs. Gigan, but more stuff to it. And, yeah, there's a lot of different... It's a lot of the same stuff, but, yeah. Anyway, probably looking... If you want to get a better look at what this movie's actually like, get the book and read it. There's a lot more stuff in here about it. But next time we'll be looking at Jaguar vs. Megalon, which is debunked, like Godzilla vs. the Devil. But yeah. the debunked section is different from the regular movie sections, and I'm saying it was the same as Godzilla versus the Devil, which means it could have never existed, I guess. So, that is it. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.